The Clone Wars has come to a planet that the fighters would consider to be primitive. They use huts as housing, projectile-based weapons, and cloth clothing. It's certainly not a contender for the Clone Wars. And yet, the resources of this planet are highly sought after, so the combatants are keen to take it. The fastest way to obtain the large, sprawling city is to take mobilized units. Therefore, the 104th Wolfpack Battalion brings MTT Troop Transports as well as ATTE tanks to rapidly descend upon the city. The battle droids bring MTTs along with AATs as backup protection. This Clone Wars battle will see the two different sides, troop transports, clashing against each other. Only one will prove to be victorious, but both will give it their all. Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War Mod, and this was a Discord request. Someone in Discord requested that I use both sides of the Clone Wars troop transports and have a battle. They also requested that I do the troop transports of every single Star Wars faction against each other in like an arena battle. I thought that could be kind of cool if that's something you guys would also like to see. So big shout out to those guys who requested this. And yeah, we have ATOTs, we have ATTEs for the clones, we have MTTs and AATs for the battle droid army, and they're going to be clashing in the middle of this primitive planet here, fighting each other, dropping off their troops, and trying to really secure a nice little victory here on this primitive planet. Either way, guys, without further ado, let's get this thing going. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed. Let's try and get 1,500 likes in the first 24 hours. It truly helps out the channel just a ton. Subscribe if you have not already. That also helps me out just tremendously, and I really appreciate it when you guys do those things for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Additionally, if you'd like to request any battles to be made, I will be taking requests for next week. I think I'll do one requested battle next week in Men of War. Just leave it in Discord or the comment section below. I know there's been some problems with people being kicked randomly from Discord. I hope those are fixed, but I'm not entirely sure. Discord's acting funky lately. Either way, let's get this thing going, boys! What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright guys, let's go ahead and press start right now and check out this awesome battle. The clones are mobilizing and the droids are mobilizing. We're really gonna see like an awesome mobilization versus mobilization fight. You know, who has the best vehicles in the Clone Wars in terms of troop transports and then backup vehicles. I think it'll be really interesting to see. I like the ATOT way better than the MTT. I don't know, what team are you guys on? Are you on Team MTT or are you on Team ATOT? I personally think the ATOTs look so sick, and here we go. We can actually see the troopers disembarking from the ATOT right now. Some laser fire must have occurred because that's sort of what happens is the infantry wants to get out of their vehicles as fast as possible as soon as they hear any sort of fighting, or else they could be in some serious trouble, because if one direct hit from an AAT hits this thing, all of the troopers inside them would have died. So it's best to just sort of get out and spread out. That's the key to these things. But I just think they look so nice. I love how you can see all of the troopers racked up on the top. I think they're cool tanks. Maybe not the technically best tanks in the Clone Wars because they're very open. You know, you could just get shot out of them. But they're certainly very cool looking. As for the MTTs, I think they look kind of doofy. I used to really like the Lego set MTT. I thought it was so cool how the rack would expand and you'd be able to like drop the droids out. I thought that was sick, but the exterior of the vehicle looks super weird to me. Super weird. The droids are disembarking from their vehicles though right now. They sort of come out the front they don't look as normal as when the ATOTs disembark in this mod, but hey, that's okay, baby. Alright, ATTEs seem to have gone very deep into the city right now, and so have the AATs countering them. Both sides really sort of clapping each other's cheeks right now, trying to see who's the bigger army. It's a little bit of a measuring contest here between the AATs and the ATTEs, and we will see who is the victor. I have to say that we did give 4 ATTEs and 8 AATs to their respective sides, and that's because ATTEs tend to be just so much better than AATs. ATTEs have better armor, they have better guns, etc., etc. Case in point, there's not a single dead ATTE on the field, and yet there are already 2, from what I can count, dead AATs. Well, there we go. We finally have an ATTE going down right there, but that's 1 compared to 2. Oh, and there's more AATs actually going down in various points on the battlefield as well. And that's simply because the droid tanks just are not as good as the clone tanks, but they, of course, go for quantity over quality, so that's why it is a 2 times difference in terms of numbers for the battle droids in these regards. They still have plenty of AATs left alive, and the clones still have a good number of ATTEs left alive, but I think all of the tanks will likely go down before this battle is out. Not to mention, the infantry does, of course, have bazookas for themselves as well, so they can utilize those to take out any straggling tanks. And sometimes bazookas are even better than tanks. Like, their fire is really, really good. They pack a mean punch. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing right now is that the droids have sort of taken the inner city here, while the clones are sort of stuck on the outskirts, just beyond this river. On the far left, the clones are getting more into the city, bit by bit. But on the right, I mean, the clones are still way back here with very little cover. And I think that has to do with the fact that the droid tanks are actually faster than the clone tanks. The clone walkers, I mean, they gotta go step by step by step by step, and they are very slow. They're not very quick. They're not very speedy, and therefore it takes them a very long time to actually get anywhere. Meanwhile, the MTTs and the AATs, they're all hover tanks, you know? They can just quickly zoom along and get pretty far pretty fast, so that leads the infantry to have a bit of an advantage in the fact that they are already deep in the city and able to get to cover, get to some combat cover. It's not a bad thing. You know, each tank does sort of have their drawbacks and bonuses. And that's something that makes this battle a little bit more interesting, because we're going to see, you know, which tank actually has the worst drawbacks and the, you know, best bonuses. You know, we'll decide by the winner, because right now, I don't know. I mean, does speed really matter that much, or does punching power matter that much? I'm also curious, I have no idea, to be honest, how many troopers each of these troop transports holds. I genuinely don't know. I think it's like 70-something for each, or something along those lines, but I do not know exact numbers, if I'm being completely honest, so I'd be curious to know that. Either way, for ATTEs, 2 of the clone ones are down. 1 over here is on fire. Oh, it might turtle! Oh, no, it's landing back down, but it gets shot in the underbelly as it goes up. A pog move from the droids right there, and it does end up going down. So that's 3 ATTEs down. 1 remains way out here on the outskirts, but it does have its top gunner, which is one of the best things to have left on it. I am seeing 3 AATs left, so honestly, not bad numbers in terms of the tank battle in the slightest. In terms of infantry, we can look at the mini-map in the top left. Blue are droids left alive, red are clones left alive. I'd say they're pretty much even in terms of infantry currently. However, the droids are way more clustered together, while the clones are way farther apart from each other. I don't know if that will end up making too big of a difference in the battle, but it very well could. Additionally, the clone troopers aren't really in the city itself, like I was saying earlier, which results in them basically having very little cover. They don't have the same cover that the battle droids do, which is a bit of an ouchie. That's a bad one right there, boys. No bueno, no good. So the clones sort of got to rectify that, or else that could really hurt them in the battle. We'll just have to see. Like I said before, on the left, they're getting closer and closer, but, you know, they're still not really deep in there. Here comes the last remaining ATTE getting some fire out. beautiful, baby. All right, let's go into normal speed. We were sort of cruising in semi-slow mode there, but I think it's time to ramp things up a bit, baby. Someone was actually commenting the other day on another Men of War video that they thought I might have gotten a new computer because the stuff was running so much better. And I'm glad it's running better for you guys. That's awesome, because I know in some of my older videos, you know, we were getting like 5 FPS because we had so many troopers on the ground. And that sort of deterred me from doing these larger scale battles. But I sort of figured out a few settings for Men of War that help us out in terms of the lag department. So I'm getting us a little bit better performance here with the same computer I've always had, which I'm really happy about because I love doing massive battles, and I'm really glad to be back into doing massive battles with, of course, better performance, because if the performance is poo-poo, it's no fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is a good thing that you guys noticed that, and I'm very glad you noticed that, because it's proving to me that the settings I'm working are working. The settings I'm using are working. Did I say the settings I'm working are working? That makes negative brick sense right there. But yeah, I'm very happy about that. Thank you for the comment reassuring me that, you know, things are going well currently in the videos and stuff like that. And by the way, if you guys have any ideas for battles, you know, I'm always taking them. This was a battle request, and I try to do them once or twice a week. And, you know, I can't do them all because some are literally impossible or way too elaborate for me to accomplish, you know, in such a simple editor like Men of War. However, you know, every once in a while I get a really good request. I'm just like, that's doable. It's a good one. Let's get it, boys. So, you know, if you have any requests, good places to put them are Discord or, of course, the comments section, which I do read comments, and trust me, I do see requests and stuff like that. I just can't do all of them. I hope you realize. I do see some people getting upset that I don't do their requests, and I'm like, I just can't do them all. I'm one man. I'm one man here, boys. All right, either way, the clone tanks are going nuts right now. This ATTE firing its main frontal cannons right here off at some of these droids. That is a serious droid infantry killer. I'm seeing it's shooting over this way. Just got a kill right there. It's actually sniping. Like, that's a pretty far distance for it to be sniping. That's pretty far. But it's not doing too much damage. It needs to get into the clusters of droids, I think. Oh! Some of these ATOTs are still managing to crawl around. That's one crazy thing about the ATOTs, is that, you know, they have some thick, with 2 C's, armor. Well, look, this one's moonwalking backwards. Excuse me, Michael Jackson ATOT? Excuse you? That's insane. Yeah, they have some thick armor. So do the MTTs, actually. Well, this one's dead. These 2 are still alive. We also have an AAT just wearing an ATTE as a hat. Okay, sure, why not? Lots of explosions going off here. I'm not sure where those are coming from. Oh, is it from the AAT right there? Oh no, I think it's from rocket troopers. There's some rocket droids trying to peg some of these ATOTs. All right, if we look at the minimap right now, the clone infantry seems to be actually coming out a bit superior to the droids. Blue are the droids, red are the clones, and the clones are actually outliving the droids a little bit here and managing to push in. Not so much on the far right over here where the clones had like no cover, but on the left where the clones did manage to get some cover, they're actually coming out victorious over here. Looks like we've got a squad of clones honing in on a squad of droids hiding within this bar, and we'll end up seeing who the victor is over here. Oh, clone walks in, and he kapuyas a droid before getting headshot himself. Let's see, more clones are going to come on in here. Oh, kapuya, but he gets shot before he gets the kapuya off. Ooh, this is kind of intense. There's also one droid here that's just undeterred. Oh, another kapuya, and a headshot, and a slapperoonie, and then someone just explodes the whole thing. Wow, that was a slaughter. Completely unnecessary deaths right there, but everyone inside that barn just died. It might have been the droid with the bazooka outside, actually. That's an interesting suicide tactic right there, chap. But it worked, I guess. I suppose. More fire coming out this way towards the droids. I'm thinking this is going to be a clone trooper victory. The droids just don't have that many troopers left alive, and the clones having an ATTE still alive, that's big chungus. These ATOTs might not be helping out all that much. I haven't really seen them actually shooting any droid infantry or vehicles, but the ATTE being alive is a big bonus. And the AAT over here, wearing a hat of an ATTE, ended up blowing up sky high anyway, so Droids really only have these 2 MTTs left alive, and these are being very much so like the ATOTs and not helping out at all. So the clone infantry brawn here really managed to persevere, and I think honestly them coming up on the flank with the most of their infantry behind cover as well as with an ATTE as backup, that really solidified their victory. I mean, they sort of played the strategy game here, and it definitely worked out, I think, for the best for them. And look, this ATTE is trying to snipe some of this droid infantry over here. This droid infantry is a sniper himself. Got one shot off. Let's see, he's still getting some fire off, but he's taking some heat. He's getting some heat, baby. Let's see. He's firing off. Oh, he's about to be trampled. That was anticlimactic. He just got stepped on. Ooh, some more droids over here getting grenaded and shot at, and they're dead. Okay, okay. Not great. There's one more droid left alive over here. Droid with a rocket launcher. Might as well Rambo him. But I will say, oh, no, he took out his pistol. I thought he was going to have his rocket launcher for me. And that's it for droid infantry. There's really just these 2 MTTs left alive who are straight up derping. Might as well ditch their boys out. Here. Out. Exit. Are they getting out? There we go. Get out. Out. All right, so now we have 6 droids as infantry. Here. Oh, one of them died. Oh, 2 of them died. Okay. Well, let's try and get them into the trenches here. I'm getting a little bit of fire out, but they're getting kapooyad. Kapooyad in the end. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right, 2 more droids left alive over here. Let's see what they managed to do. Here, I'll take control of you, sir. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, I can't shoot over the trench. Oh, this is bad. Oh, he died. Okay. Well, the clones ended up winning, but really everyone was kind of decimated. Yes, there are still plenty of troop transports left alive. I'm just going to pause so they don't run over any of the bodies so we can see the deaths. Yellow are dead droids, red are dead clones. Both sides took significant losses during this. There really aren't that many alive clone troopers left alive, but the big thing is that the clones do have left alive are the ATTE, and, well, the ATOT didn't really do that much, and the droids had 2 MTTs left alive, but again, those didn't really do that much, so it kind of came down to infantry versus infantry and tanks versus tanks, and I think the tank battle affected the infantry battle, which led to the clone troopers winning because this one ATTE managed to be such a boss and survive for so long. So I think that's really where I would personally credit the clone trooper victory. Let me know in the comment section below, where do you guys think the clone solidified their victory? I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Either way, thank you so much for watching, guys. The support on the channel lately has been unreal. Like, straight up, thank you so much. It's been fantastic, and I really just, I'm so appreciative of you guys, you know, sticking with me through the years and all that good stuff. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button and comment down below how you like the battle and all that good stuff. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.